to environmental sustainability will spread. So what the hell's wrong with that as a vision? Well, it doesn't satisfy those who hate humanity. That's the answer to that.
Then it also, those of us who are open to questioning the narrative are unwilling to, because we feel like it's the equivalent of denying the Earth is spherical. Because it's been pushed on us for so long. Time to look into the things that you've looked into. They're just going about.
What the fuck? Okay, but have you looked into the equations of what makes gravity? And have you not also seen that would imply that things are spherical, and that's why the Earth is not fucking flat, because gravity equations exist. And that's not how gravity would work, because it pulls something towards the center of mass. That's how gravity is. So, oh my, are we gonna get on flat Earth now? Is that what we're gonna do? Is that our next bit? Is the next bit to go to flat Earth?
Unwilling to, because we feel like it's the equivalent of denying the Earth is spherical. Because it's been pushed on us for so long that you just don't want to be an idiot. And also, people don't have time to look into the things that you've looked into. They're just going about their lives, and so I haven't found a serious scientist, and I can tell the difference between a serious scientist and one who isn't serious.
Oh yeah, you can, Jordan.
But 1% of scientists are serious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's like everything else. It's like most.
What's everything else?
Scientists, university researchers are careerists, and most of what they produce is nonsense. It's not replicable. But there are people who are devoted, just like there is in every enterprise. And
okay,
if you have 10,000 neuroscientists,
oh geez, he's bombing. He's bombing.
Publish half the papers. Right, that's the Pareto distribution. The square root.
This is the second time he's brought up the Pareto distribution. He thinks he's very cool.
Of the number of people in an endeavor do half the work.
Are you gonna cry? I'm confused. I'm confused if you're gonna cry.
Right. Iron law.
Iron law.
The number of people in an economic domain have half the money.
Okay.
Right.
To use the word domain, you guys.
It's a very strange law. So the scientists, the real scientists.
It is strange. It's a strange law.
And they usually have.
It's a head scratcher.
Positions in high-end universities, right?
It's a real head scratcher.
Doing reasonable work, but and then they're in their 40s or 50s. They have like
the 60s, the 70s. What time frame, Jordan?
200 publications or 100 publications. They're highly.
Well, how many?
Cited. They have a lot of graduate students. They've produced students, and they're skeptical as hell. And they know how to run an experiment. They know how to evaluate data.
And they're scared. They're very scared, Jordan, because of what you're saying.
And I haven't found anyone like that who believes there's a climate crisis. That's for sure. There might be.
I have.
People who are somewhat concerned about carbon.
Really? Because I think I have.
Dioxide, although that's becoming increasingly rare. The greening. It's a complete bloody lie. The idea that 99% of scientists agree, that was
really
an absolute fabrication. Genuinely.
Wrestle with potential.
That's right. Well, that's the tohu vabohu that exists at the beginning of time. Right? The potential, the watery chaos. Okay. The Spirit of God look at all like something deterministic at the highest level of resolution.
Defined.
There's something very weird going on down there at the quantum level, and what the philosophic.
Oh, he's heard of Bell's theorem. That's very cute. He's heard of Bell's theorem. So we have to listen to him because he's heard of Bell's theorem. We have to listen to him because he's heard of Bell's theorem.
God only knows. But there's no easy determinism in the physical realm. So anybody who claims that is like stuck in the.
But there's only not determinism because he knows about Bell's theorem.
And I've seen no good evidence or arguments for God's existence.
It's like
evidence. That's what I say about evidence.
Believing in God or not believing in God, and I've seen no good evidence or arguments for God's existence.
It's like I said, it's an illegal game move. It has nothing.
Evidence should be illegal. He literally said evidence is like an illegal game move.
To do with, see, the problem with that argument is that it's an atheist argument right from the beginning. Well, what's the evidence? It's like belief in God is not propositional acceptance of a set of descriptive facts.
Oh, now your beliefs are important, and like your belief in God is important, right? And we should consider your belief in God when we shouldn't consider the other things brought to the table, like God.
It's an illegal game move. It has nothing to do with. See, the problem with that argument is that it's an atheist argument right from the beginning. Well, what's the evidence?
I agree, Jordan.
Belief in God is not propositional acceptance of a set of descriptive facts.
So true.
That's not what it is. It's commitment, right? So what does it mean to follow in the footsteps of Christ? To believe.
I love his suit. What a good suit. You know, he is very Christ-focused, spirit-filled, mission-driven. He's that kind of guy. This neck looks tight. Are you okay? You seem to be developing a rash. Does anybody else see a little bit of a rash coming on here? Are you okay, Jordan? Jordan, it's okay to not be okay.
It means to hoist your cross and walk up the hill.
Oh, geez. He just said, I think he said God and then the word damn, but in one breath. You know,
it doesn't mean that you say, what does Christ say?
No, and I was talking about Christ. That's why it's blasphemy.
Those who say, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. Well, that's for sure. What? It's not. It's that the religious doctrine is not a scientific theory. It's not something you believe, like you believe a description.
The spiritual life is not a theory. We have to live it. That's what they say. I've heard them say it.
Description of a set of facts.
I like his Jufro.
Okay. It's a mode of being. It's a mode of apprehension. It's a mode of perception. It's a mode of action.
I'm pushing back to see if I can understand what you're getting at. Like, in order for me,
I'm pushing back just to be a reasonable human being. But anyway.
To marry my wife, I need to know she exists, and I need to know she's interested in me, and I need to be able to pursue her.
No, actually, because your wife is an abomination and not a good judge of. She's not a good judge of character for you. Because what you need to judge your character is an ape, a monkey of the autistic variety. That's what's gotta.
Your wife, you need to take a leap of faith.
But I need to know she exists first in order to.
Oh, true.
So with God's existence, if God does exist, surely I need some kind of reason to think this isn't just a story.
Consciousness in itself is a reason to believe that God exists. My friend, it's the behavior of
myself.
Conscience. Where does that pesky little thing come from?
I think.
Why are you yelling? Calm down.
There's three options.
Okay.
One might be, we evolved this way.
That's fine. I'm perfectly happy. I think the evolutionary biology and the religious will dovetail.
Jordan, why are you so worked up?
Well, okay, but then here's the thing.
God is the deepest instinct.
If I now know that it's evolution that's wired me thus, I can choose to disobey it. It's lower than me. I could be Raskolnikov, presumably. I could go against it.
Of course, that's
and another source would be individuals like you.
He said, of course you should, of course. And it's like, oh, he's never thought of that before. He's just agreeing to anything that this guy's saying, which is like...
Tell me I'm a bad person to do X, Y, or Z, or praise me if I do other things, and I might feel good or feel bad, or collect...
Jordan Peterson has never thought of these things, but he's like, yep, I know, yep. He's agreeing like he knows.
Collectively as society, you can say this, but just as you have no right, it seems to me, to determine how
it's amazing
to live, collectively, why would you...
what a grifter.
You have any more authority?
That's Raskolnikov's argument too.
So it seems, okay, so
or the market.
He knows. Oh, he already knows.
Decide.
So this objective morality could come from beneath us in evolution, from outside of us on our level.
Yeah.
Maybe it comes from above us, and then it's like, okay, if it comes from above us, is it in some sort of platonic form?
Jordan, you're not likable. You're not likable, Jordan Peterson. You're not. I don't know if you know that you're not likable, but your unlikability factor is very high, Jordan. And those are some words that you would understand. Of a factor of unlikability that is extraneous. Jordan, help me, Jordan.
And if it is a platonic form, is there a commandment being issued? And why do I need to be obedient to...
Why do I need to repent? Right.
A platonic form.
So you don't end up in hell.
Oh. Wait, he's somebody who believes in hell, though. I personally don't believe in hell. I believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I don't know if that's weird, but I believe I'm in hell. I'm in hell every day of my life.
That's why.
Right, so I could, yeah.
No, but seriously, that's why.
I see.
Like,
this is sort of like
violate the moral order and watch what happens. Go right ahead.
I'm with you. This is the sort of Aristotelian Nicomachean ethics idea, right? Where like eudaimonia is just flourishing, and so it's like there is a way to act.
You put yourself in alignment with the cosmic order.
Yeah, but I could choose not. Yeah, I could choose not to do that.
Sure,
you could choose to go to hell. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. And you might think
it seems like is that a good place to finish?
Well, it'll be a fine ride on the way, and maybe it will, but that's where you're headed. So no, everything has to be put in proper order. That's why Christ says that He calls upon His followers to be.
Why are you talking about Jesus so much? Get on with the conversation without like this is the problem with these people. It's like, okay, can you have this conversation without talking about Jesus? Because I would listen if I already knew what you were talking about was true, and then you brought up Jesus, I might be receptive to that. But when you're using Jesus as the listen, your neck is red. And you're assuming that I'm already a Jesus follower, okay? And like, I need you to do one thing at a time, all right? You're either doing a try hard thing, or you think I'm a Jesus follower. And it's not that both things can't be true, Jordan. That sounded dumb, but you see what I'm saying. Like, you like, this man has to do one thing at a time. What's this happening? Oh, this is more of his luscious hair. Yeah, again, let me train you on what to do with your hair. Stop tilting your head. You're not, this isn't you, Jordan. This suit isn't you, Jordan.
Why? Because everything has to be put in the proper order. Why? Because otherwise it falls
we
into disorder.
We have to see that.
Well, if you want disorder, what are you going to do? You're going to heap burning coals of fire on your own head? Well, you can. That's hell. Every devil shoveling the burning coal on his own head. Right.
I'm still trying to get at this. So what if I just say, all right, I can't believe in some invisible sugar daddy up in the... this is not what I think. Invisible sugar daddy up in the clouds who's going to give me
I want a sugar daddy up in the clouds. You know what I'm saying, folks? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right.
Debating, all right? I can't believe that anymore. It just seems like it's bullshit, and it's a fairy tale.
It's a concretized...
Oh, cute smile, Jordan.
People tell themselves...
Well, it is and it isn't. It's a concretized representation.
What are you doing with your arms right now? Are you okay in your chair? Your chair has armrests, right? Or how are you sitting like that? What's happening?
Complex in the cosmos than a human psyche. And to think of the psyche, let's say the Father, as a representation of the highest spirit, it's not.
Some might say sunshine follows thunder.
Prima facie, absurd. It's not a bad metaphor. So here, I'll give you an example of that. So,
give us a metaphor, Jordan.
Imagine all the admirable men you've ever known.
Doing it now.
Okay. Well, they have a unity, right? It's the unity of...
Of admirable men that I know. No, there's no unity. No.
Whatever makes them admirable.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was right about what I said, and what I said was the dumbest thing that I could think to say. That's interesting. All right, let's just keep going with it.
They all reflect the same spirit. Seriously, they're all
spiritual, Jordan.
Approximations to the same spirit. Well, what's...
Yes, but that's not because you know that.
That spirit. What's the God of Abraham?
This has nothing to do with anything, Jordan. Jordan?
That's what it is. This is a...
No, it's not.
Definition.
Oh, what a cute face, mister.
Yeah, all right.
So God is the benevolence that shines through the good Father.
That's not what... But my question is, do you know how annoying you are? Do you know how much you bother people when you speak with the things that come out of your mouth? And how, like, pathetic and disrespectful it is to everybody around you. Did you know about that, Jordan?
God is the call to adventure. Or just like God is conscience. And you think, well, that's not God. It's like, well, have it your way. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You're playing games. You're playing games.
But surely it's not playing a game to just be curious and say, okay, maybe there is no such being as God. Maybe Jesus wasn't the second person of the Blessed Trinity. Maybe heaven is a myth. And yet these stories help me flourish for some unknown reason. And so I'm best to go along with it. But it's hard to really get on board with something.
You can't commit to that. No.
Yeah.
This is an all-in enterprise.
Okay.
It's an all-in enterprise.
Is Jordan just preaching Christianity right now? Because that's crazy.
So in the story of Cain and Abel, for example, Abel...
Why is Jordan just preaching? When did he become a tent preacher? I mean, he's always been a tent preacher, but...
offers his best, and God accepts it. And Cain doesn't. Cain offers what's second best, and God rejects it. And that's life. And everyone knows that. It's like...
Everybody knows it.
A fatal game. It's gonna require everything you have, and everyone knows that. It's like you can offer your second best and be accepted? No. First of all, you won't even accept yourself under those circumstances because you'll take no pride in your... No, not pride, wrong word. You'll take no solace in your accomplishments if they're of second rate.
See, he looks like he's wearing a normal suit, and then it gets to his... You're vibrating in your chair, Jordan.
You'll take no solace in your accomplishments if they're of second-rate quality.
Yeah.
Right? You can't
if
fool
you could
yourself.
Have done better, yeah.
That's for sure. And the times when you're somewhat satisfied with your miserable existence, well, that's when you know you've put something on the line.
Right, Jordan. Because look at him. If you just look at this, if you just look at what's inside here, but if you just look what's inside the black, he looks like he's a man in a suit. And then if you just look, if you do the flip of it, it's like, what are you doing? 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 That's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's lost to be this deep in the video. I have to put this up front. He's in such a good pose. He's in such a good pose for it right now.
by your conscience? Well, that's all a reflection of something real. And you might say, well, not transcendentally real. It's like, well, why not?
You don't know what transcendentally means, Jordan.
Okay. Why not transcendentally?
Why not?
Real. Yeah. What do you think? We're made in opposition to the spirit of the natural order?
So true.
Is that your theory? Or we're random? Really? Random. That's your theory, is it? That's not a very smart theory.
Okay.
There's nothing random. There's some random mutation, and even that's not true. You know there's a hierarchy of mutational repair?
No.
Yeah, well...
Guys, you sound so worked up. This is so good. This is why it's the most replayed. What the fuck is this an ad?
Recently. Mutation is random. No, turns out that's not true, because mutations that occur to genes that are crucial for survival are repaired with 100% accuracy. There's some room for experimentation out in the margins, but not at the center, just like in life itself. It's like, and whatever shaped us isn't random. The mutation process, part of it is random.
What's again? Some yak off the ground?
And I suppose we capitalize on chance, but as an explanation for the nature of being.
Oh, he's cracking a bottle.
Itself, it's like, no one knows how life arose. No one knows anything about consciousness.
He needs a drink for
not
this.
The least. It's a byproduct of neural activity. It's why isn't your solar plexus conscious then?
Yeah.
You know, I saw this clip on Twitter, and I saw it in full context, and I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Jordan.
Right, you've got neurons galore. There's more neurons in your autonomic nervous system than there are in your central
What about it, Jordan?
nervous system. It's not conscious.
What is it, Jordan?
Neural activity per se, and most neural activity in your cerebral cortex isn't conscious.
Then what is Jordan? Jordan.
It's the spirit of God that
Oh my God, you're back to God with it.
What would you say? Broods upon the
face of the waters.
That's
you got it. You got to give it up, Jordan. Jordan.
That's what consciousness is.
Yeah.
That's as good a definition as any. In fact, it's the best definition I've ever seen.
What is the best definition of why are we doing an ad read for? Oh my God, we're doing an ad read. This was the most highlight. Why is this the most? Oh my God, why is it half an ad read? Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. I want to die. Why is that Gaussian distribution? Why is it not a fucking... Oh my gosh, it should be a fallout. Oh my... Cringe. Just yell about cringing. Yell about cringing to stop cringing. I'm shaking my... Oh my God, you have no idea how much I hate Jordan Peterson. You have no idea how many slurs I want to say right now to this person who's bad person. He's not good. He does bad things. And I want to say bad things about him. But I like my YouTube channel. Even though it's... I need to shake my legs a little bit more. I need to go for a run maybe after this. I need to kill Jordan Peterson. No, I mean I don't. I mean I just need to. I want to give him a hug. I won't. You can check me for knives. I'm not gonna. I just want to give him a hug, and I hope that my energy transfers to him and makes him a better person. You know what I mean? What the fuck is the name of this podcast? It's in the back. I don't really care. I'm not gonna link it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I'm thumping in the background. My legs are just bouncing because like I cannot fucking stand this fucking podcast. Oh my gosh. This video is frustrating the shit out of me. You have no idea.
More bigger name folks are becoming Christian to some degree, like Candace Owens. And
what a dumb video! Like, just what a stupid. What a dumb. The Nick Mullen video the Nick Mullen thing was so much better.
Was that Rod Schneider, your bride?
Yeah, Ian Hersey Lee, Neil Ferguson, Russell Brand, Joe Rogan, Douglas
Joe
Murray.
Rogan. What are you doing with Joe Rogan?
Well, Joe's already. he's
oh my God! Just a piece of paper stuck to my arm. I'm gonna lose it. This is the most popular part because we're talking about fucking Joe Rogan. Who gives a fuck about Joe Rogan? This is where the video ends, but like, this is where the video peaked in popularity. And it's because they're talking about Joe Rogan. I can't stand Joe Rogan. Nobody cares about Joe Rogan. Nobody cares. That was very 2017 of everybody. to really still care about Joe Rogan. That's very sad. Stop, enough. No more Joe Rogan. No more Joe Rogan. He's lame. He puts people like this on. What's going on? What is happening? All right, folks.
Here's the answer to that. Sacrifice is the basis of the community.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the...
Is it? What does that
Well,
mean?
of course it is. Well, it's all about you.
Right, no.
Well, then you're not in a community.
Right.
Right? Then you're a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Right? It's all about you. You don't have a community. So what do you do to join a community? You sacrifice.
You kill a grizzly bear. That's what you do, Jordan. You kill a grizzly bear. All right, so are we over the Joe Rogan shit? Yeah, we're over the Joe Rogan hump.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What? How about everything? Well, that's the Christian offer. Is that the basis of community? Well, why do we put the crucifix at the
I don't know, Jordan. You tell me.
center of our communities?
Okay.
Because we know that voluntary self-sacrifice is the...
He has no idea what the fuck's happening. He has no idea what the... This man has no idea what the hell is going on. He's as confused as anybody. He's confused as you or I. Because I know that you think that I know more than you do right now, and that's not true. You know what I mean? And think about that. Think about that for a second. I rendered, uploaded, this video processed. This was a full upload, and I still don't have any idea what's going on better than you do, unless you saw this video before I did. I don't know what's happening, guys. I don't know. Like this, what's this wooden table? This is a very nice wooden table with the, somebody give me this wooden table for the Lesh cast. It would be called Come Town. It would be called Come Town, but it would be one word instead of two words, which would make it different. All right, now subscribe for Come Town version 2. All right, and I love you. And I'll see you later, folks. That's 3 hours. That's my 3 hours. I did my time. All right, good night. I love you. I love you all very much. Enjoy and good night.